Hi guys, a very warm welcome to you from Dubai. My name is Ash and welcome to episode 6 of our fragrance reviews. Today I'll be bringing you another fragrance review from the house of Paris Corner. Now Paris Corner is a Dubai based perfume house that manufactures and markets and sells their fragrances all around the world. They are primarily known for doing really good clones of designer and niche fragrances that are really popular all over the world, and they do a pretty good job with these clones, and their fragrances are quite popular and has quite a good fan base everywhere. The fragrance that I'm going to be reviewing today is called Oh Boy. It's from Paris Corner's Autobiography edition. This is the package that it comes in. It's a nice shiny green / gold box. Here's the back of it with a hologram logo proving the authenticity of the package of the product itself. Here's the bottom with the batch code on the bottom left hand side and a barcode information in the center. Nothing on the sides. Their logo and autobiography written on top. Here's the bottle that the fragrance comes in. It's a nice solid glass bottle with a 50 ml juice. Usually they use different color caps in the autobiography line. Usually the design is the same, it's just that it's different colors for different fragrances. Here's the bottle on the side, back on the side. Nothing at the bottom. There is no sticker mentioning anything about the batch code that matches the box. Here's the cap and the atomizer. So let's do a sniff and spray test to give you our impression about this fragrance and if it's worthy of your money. So it has a very strong citrusy opening note, completely bursts into a kind of a citrusy kind of a smell right from the start. I think there are a lot of citrus notes in this particular fragrance because the lemon is quite evident. It's quite a strong pungent lemon, but it's quite synthetic, because it's not a very expensive fragrance. So they have definitely not used some high quality ingredients, definitely synthetic use of the citrus openings. It's quite a good opening in my opinion, but I've got it on the dry down on my clothes. So at this point the citrus element has completely vanished, but all that remains is a kind of a sweet fruity fragrance at the base. I would say that the citrus element or the fresh element stays for about 10 to 15 minutes, but after that it basically remains a sweet fruity sense. Not that it is bad in any way, but I was actually hoping for it to have that citrus or the lemony kind of vibe or the feel throughout the day, so I could enjoy this during the summers. Overall, I would have expected this to be a little bit more different than what it's giving me. As I said, I would have loved it for it to be that fresh, citrusy, the opening is so good that I wanted it to remain like that for at least an hour or even more. But sadly, the fruity element overtakes the fresh citrus element, and what remains throughout the mid or the base is just a sweet fruity smell. I detect some honey to give it that sweet effect, but I could be wrong. There's definitely some fruits involved where the sweetness comes from. I don't know why I can detect honey, a small amount of honey to give that sweet note to it, because when I use it on my, wore it on my skin, I could feel that I can smell a lot of that honey mixed with the citruses. So that's my opinion, but I think maybe they've used some sort of fruit that has given that sweet effect to the fragrance. Maybe it's not honey, but that's just my opinion. And definitely, if you have a chance, do try it out and see if this is up your alley. So my first episode, where I covered the autobiography edition of Supreme Gold, which is a take on Parfum de Mali's Herod, is one of my favorite creations from the autobiography lines so far. There are still 2 more fragrances from the autobiography line that I'll be covering in a later video. But so far, the Supreme Gold has been my favorite creation from this house, and I would highly recommend if you're looking for a sweet tobacco, kind of a fragrance, do check out Supreme Gold. I'll put a card on top so that you can see the review and decide if you want to buy it. Talking about this fragrance, I was hoping to get more of the citrusy vibe to keep that fresh vibe going throughout the day, or even for a few hours, but all that is left of this fragrance is a little bit of citrus at the top, and then a sweet fruity fragrance towards the end. So this is their unique creation. I don't know what they were trying to attempt. I don't know what inspired them to make this version of their fragrance, but it's a good attempt. Usually on my skin I get about 3 to 4 hours of longevity, and projection is very mild. It's about 30 to 40 minutes of initial spray, but I had to spray at least 5 sprays on my body to kind of give that 1 hour of solid projection. Compliment factor, I haven't received any compliments so far. I have also tried this on some of my office colleagues. I usually do that. If I feel that I could smell it on them while they're in the office, it would give me a better option or a better way to review it, giving you my impression about it. But when I used it on some of my colleagues also in the last couple of days, while they were walking around, I did not feel anything special. But at the initial opening, it's definitely quite evident that there is this whole burst of citruses that is going around. So the initial burst is quite good, but it doesn't last long. It just dies off much after 40 minutes to an hour. Maybe if you go really heavy on the trigger, you might get more performance out of it, but in my case it's been average. The price of this fragrance is about $15 US. You can buy it in UAE, in Paris corner stores. They don't have a very good sales channel at the moment. Their fragrances are not available widely in retail stores, nor are they available online, so they're very hard to find. They should buck up their online strategy and try to offer their fragrances through their website, so that a lot of people who are interested in buying their fragrances can order them online. They are relatively cheap fragrances. They are not very expensive, so people might even buy 3 or 4 of them at one time, but at the moment it's restricted to only buying them from their stores in Dubai. As always, if you like the content, please do like and share this video and subscribe to our channel, and keep coming back to our channel so that you can see more content that we create for fragrances that we find in the Middle East. Thank you very much.